I'm Gordy Tupper. Welcome to Check Around from Studio One. This is where the magic happens. That's an expression they use in television. We have a jam-packed show for you today. I know a lot of you probably have not been to the Victoria Public Market. Well, it is a very cool place. We're going to drop in there and have a quick peek around. We're going to head out to NEXGEN Hearing and find out all the things you can do to, well, improve your hearing right now and in a very quick and easy way. But first off, we're going to go down to FRONTRUNNERS and talk with some running guys. Nice looking pair of runners, some brand new Balance. Well, we are into the heat of running season now, 10Ks, half marathons, who knows what all. And we're with Rob Reed at FRONTRUNNERS. Rob, I'm wondering, my New Balance are about, I guess they're about 2 years old. Does that make them too old to go in an event in?
Well, 2 years is a long time, Gordy. They can become an injury about to happen, so
really?
You might have to go in for a fitting at some point.
No, is that like a sales pitch, or should you have newer shoes when you go out competing?
Well, not newer shoes, but shoes at least that you've had for a little bit of time.
Yeah.
A lot of people actually will wear a racing shoe just for all the races they go in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's not
like
a
a different
idea.
shoe for each race?
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but it's important, though, you do replace your shoes within a 10 to 12 month period if you're running in them 3 times a week.
Well, obviously, I don't have that color scheme going on, and I like that a lot.
There you go.
So what do you pack for your race?
Exactly.
Shoes, obviously.
Shoes is one thing.
Yeah.
And, the day of the race, you want to have stuff pre-packed in your bag ready to go, because you shouldn't have to think too much about what you're going to take with you except for putting one foot in front of the other the day of the race. So one thing is, you want to have a water bottle.
Yes.
And sometimes people will pack 2 water bottles because they'll have a water bottle for replenishing.
I've seen some of these hydration kits that are pretty exotic. There's like 6 tiny water bottles and all this stuff.
Yeah, you don't need all of that around your waist in a frying pan. There are aid stations en route in races, so you shouldn't have to carry all that extra bulk, okay? Mm-hmm. And then, if it's warm and sunny out, a hat's not a bad idea.
Yep.
We want to stay away from cancerous things, so
Yes,
a hat's a good idea.
Sure.
You do lose 40% of your heat out of your head. So it's important to keep warm as well.
Well, that's a problem, when the race starts at 8, 9, whatever the time.
Well, yeah.
It's cold at that time of the day.
And I know a lot of ladies have problems keeping their hands warm.
I always wear gloves.
So it's not a bad thing to have, and the other thing to do, and not for my business though, but if you go to a hardware store, get a cheap pair of gardening gloves. You can just toss them en route if it gets too warm, or just stick them in your shorts, so to speak. The other thing pre-race is body glide, and that's really good for chafing. If you've got any spots that might get chafed, the longer the distance is, the more it could be an issue, and you might not be that comfortable finishing. So body glide's a really great thing to make use of.
Yep.
The other thing is, not everybody wears sunglasses during a race or when they're out running, but in the summer, it's something to consider.
Well, same reason for wearing a hat.
And a hat as well, yeah. And, for afterwards, there's no reason why not to just have something sitting in your bag that you can leave, as long as the expiry date's all right. Stuff that you can put in your water bottle, or just a little bit of nourishment just to give you that kick when you do finish.
Now, this bag you take, by the way, you don't take this to the start line, do you?
No, that's right.
You leave it in your car or somewhere else.
Yeah, races will have you keep it in your car, or they'll have a place for you to drop it off. And then there's always some other good local products that really make a difference.
My friend makes that stuff.
It's excellent stuff.
Yeah.
And then, what's not a bad idea, remotivation, is to have an entry form for another event sitting in your bag just to remind you when you finish this race, you're off and running to the next one.
Always the promoter. Rob Reed, FRONTRUNNERS, and New Balance, and who knows what else that I don't even know about. I'm heading in here, and I'm gonna.
Okay.
I want that size.
We'll see you at the starting line.
Hey, we're in NEXGEN Hearing on the West Shore, and Celine, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I told you I'd shake your hand. Celine, I want to know all about hearing, because Well, frankly, I'm sort of at that age where hearing is starting to go a little bit. Does that happen to everybody?
Well, it doesn't happen to everyone. It does kind of start to decline around the age 45, and then.
Oh wow! So I'm way past that verge of this type of thing happening.
Yeah. Well, you might want to come in and see me.
Now, what is the protocol for coming into NexGen? I mean, do you have to see your doctor first and be referred, or can you just go, hey, I need something to happen?
Yeah, absolutely not. You can actually come to us. Just call, book an appointment. We'll get you in for a free hearing test.
That's right.
And then after that, if we notice any type of red flags that we need to refer you to a doctor, we will do that. So we work closely with the doctors in the community as well.
So you have audiologists who work here?
Yes, we do. Audiologists and hearing instrument practitioners.
You didn't think I knew that word, did you?
That was pretty good.
I just pulled that one up.
Very good.
So what all can you offer here? I notice you have things on shelves, at hearing aids, I assume, and other items like that?
Yes, we have some assistive listening devices as well, because some people, even though they may have some slight hearing loss, might be mild, they may not at some point feel that they need hearing aids. So we can start out with amplification through assistive listening devices.
What is that? What does that look like?
So we're looking at some amplified phones here, so they can come in cordless and corded, and they have features on them that allow them to be able to turn up volume, be able to boost treble, and be able to hear more clarity of speech on the phone. So that's the main reason for having the amplified phones.
I see reluctance on the part of some people, and when I say some people, I mean older people, and I mean kind of like me, reluctance to wear hearing aids. Why do you suppose that is?
Do you know, I'm not sure why, really, because hearing aids nowadays,
it's mostly the guys, right?
Yeah, it's mainly the guys, but you know, really, hearing aids now are very easy to use. They're digital, so sound processing is much nicer sound quality to them, and they're so discreet. Once you have them on your ears, they're hard to really see. How
discreet is discreet?
Oh, well, actually, we have one right here.
Holy smokes!
So,
really?
Yeah. So it's a very tiny little speaker that sits in the ear, this part, and then a very slim tube that's quite hidden. Once it sits against the skin, it really is, you don't even notice it. And then this is the hearing aid portion with the digital sound chip inside, and the microphone sitting tucked behind the ears.
This is mind-boggling to me that something like this, I mean, it's not a toy, obviously, is it? And I guess it costs more than a couple of dollars, but it's going to make you hear okay.
Yes, exactly, yeah. So when we do a hearing test, we actually, you know, we test them for pure tones and, you know, get a prescription, and then we enter that prescription into the computer, and the computer reads it into the sound chip of the hearing aid. So very, very fine-tuned to each person's hearing loss.
You know what? I'd like to find out a little bit, but I want to find out a whole bunch more. I want to find out about testing and maybe a trial and stuff like that too. But can we come back a little bit later in the show and see what you actually do here?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'd love to have you here.
Okay.
Okay.
Bumbleberry jam. What is a bumbleberry anyhow? That's one of those great questions you can ask when you come to the Victoria Public Market. We're actually here on a Wednesday. Every Wednesday of the year, they have the Farmers Market, in fact, open in the Victoria Public Market. If you've never been here before, it's on the bottom floor of the Hudson Building. You remember the old Bay Building for old-timers like me. And it's just a fabulous experience here. So many shops, so many stands and booths, and everything is local, like produce and food from everywhere, and it's all local. Like, see if I can stagger my way over here. Now, the babies are not for sale here. Am I correct about that? Okay, no babies for sale. However, cheese, Carrie, where do you get all this cheese from? Now, don't tell me you make it.
We actually do make it.
Really?
Yeah, it's made on Salt Spring Island. All of these cheeses are handmade artisan cheeses.
Is it all goat cheese?
It's pretty much all goat cheese, with the exception of one of our hard cheeses that we've modeled after a manchego. It's a sheep's milk cheese. Yeah, so it's a little bit drier.
Wait a minute, sheep's milk cheese?
Sheep's milk cheese.
Is this okay to eat? No?
It is, yeah. I think you'll find that it's quite nice. It's a great little grating cheese like Parmesan or Manchego. Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's delicious.
So this is neat. You're not in competition with Kraft and all these other companies, I'm sure.
Absolutely not.
However, you're selling a super good quality product. made locally.
Absolutely. Great quality product. We started making this cheese in '96. David Wood was our founder. And now this is our second location. You can actually visit our farm on Salt Spring Island to see how the cheese is made. You get to take a little self-guided tour of the farm.
That's very cool.
And, yeah, it's
I have to dash off. There's
Sounds
so many
great.
different shops.
I know. Thanks for coming by.
What's that? Sheep cheese ahead.
Yeah.
Sheep, not sheep cheese. It's sheep cheese, okay? Although the prices are pretty darn good. I love the atmosphere in here. You know, the kinetic feel of it, the energy. Excuse me, sorry. And we're sort of getting in people's way too as we move through. Oh, sorry. Just about had lunch with you. Olympia, you have some of the tastiest looking treats for sale in here. What's the specialty here?
Well, we have many, like the taquitos are the best, but we can also custom make your guacamole every day. We have it fresh.
Oh my God, you're killing me. Oh,
Welcome.
I love
You wanna
guacamole.
try guacamole?
Well, I'm kind of working, so I'm not supposed to. But,
Next time.
So this would be the spot for lunch, or maybe
Yes.
dinner for that matter.
And I also invite them for breakfast. We have wonderful
Oh,
breakfast,
right.
okay? And also look at my wonderful red rice. We make them fresh every day here. Our fried beans are wonderful too, are the best in town, I promise that.
I can see where I might just, in fact, put on a little weight today. Anyhow, have to keep moving along. There's so much to see and do. I don't know if my camera guy can make it through here without getting hurt. Ted, good luck keeping up. Look at the fresh produce. You don't have to wander all around the city and everywhere. The produce, all the food, it comes to you. And one of the things that I really like is fresh seafood of all different types. And right over here, there's a fishmonger. I know it's kind of an old-fashioned word, but the fishmonger, and again, we're sort of tight on time, so maybe when we come back after the break, we'll go in and take a peek in there, and a peek outside too, for that matter. Hey, we're at FRONTRUNNERS, and well, that's kind of spiffy, isn't it? Have you ever wondered how old is too old to be running? Well, frankly, I think about that every time I strap on my sneakers. I mean, should you stop at a certain point? Is there some point that you know, it means nothing to you anymore? Well, Rob Reed is here, along with Hans.
I'm not that old yet.
You knew where I was going right away, didn't you? Who's this?
This is Hans Sandberg, and he's a tradition in our shop and around Victoria. We're so fortunate to have Hans here at the age of 92.
What?
92?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, we weren't yelling for your sake, we were yelling for my sake. How long have you been running? When did you start running, Hans?
80, when I was 80 years old.
You started when you were 80?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And how many different races? How many different races have you gone in? Any idea?
10 for the Times Colonist, the 10K,
Yes.
and 5 half marathon.
Really? And are you any good at it?
I hope so.
Have you and Gordy been in the same race before?
Yeah, that's when I passed Gordy.
You
Yeah.
passed Gordy.
That's a long time ago.
I didn't think we were going to talk about that right now, but hey, look, you're not the only person that passed me, believe me. I believe something around 8,000 people passed me in that particular race. So.
But talk about motivation. Hans, what do you do during the week to train for a 10K and more?
Every day I do my 5K, and every second day I do swimming
Oh, okay.
and other
Activity?
activities, yeah.
Right. And now do you walk 5K one day and then run 5K?
Right.
Is that how it
yeah,
works?
that's what I do. yeah.
Okay, yeah. Do you go longer than 5K?
Yeah, depends. If the weather is nice and I feel good,
Yeah,
then I
okay.
make more.
Sometimes a little bit
Then
more.
I go to like Oak Bay Beach Hotel and back
Okay, and
again.
back? Oh, that's
about
good.
10K.
Yeah, and you used to work there, so it's nice going out there and waving at everybody.
Yeah, right.
That's good. Yeah. So people can do a 5K every other day, and then they can get out and possibly step up to a 10K if they wanted to,
Right.
if they got enough base.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, that's exciting. Are you going to pass Gordy Tupper again one day?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be running this year. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by this. You make me feel bad, Hans, I have to tell you. I mean, you make me feel very insignificant. It sounds to me like with your swimming and your running, you're getting very close to doing a triathlon. Have you thought of a triathlon?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I wouldn't be.
Can you ride a bike?
Well, I do cycling. I like cycling.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. It's the Wally Esquimalt event.
We could do
that'd be
another
great.
team event.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right. Rob and I won a triathlon together one time.
Well, we had a secret weapon.
We did have a secret weapon.
Lori Bowden.
So I guess the bottom line is you're never too old, or there really should be no excuse for not getting out and doing something like this.
Yeah.
10Ks, 8Ks, half marathons. If you start when you're 80, for heaven's sake, where do you go from there?
Exactly.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, both of you.
It was nice.
I'll see you out there.
I'm still shopping for new runners.
Oh, right.
So, okay.
It's 2.5 years now.
Hans, if you ever pass me again, let's not talk about it on TV, okay?
Okay.
All right. See you out there.
Hey, we're back at the Victoria Public Market inside Couch and Bay Seafood. This is one of my favorite spots in here because it's all fresh seafood. Leanna, where do you get all this stuff from?
Well, a lot of the spot prawns we've got here fresh, and the crab comes directly into our Couch and Bay location, and we bring it down here on a daily basis.
Look at these.
Spot prawns
These are
here,
like
we
very
leave the lid
fresh,
on
as in
'cause they're
alive.
flipping and flopping around. We've got
What is a spot prawn, by the way?
spot prawn is the local prawn around here. We've got a couple of different ones. We've got humpback shrimp and a few others as well. But spot
Humpback
prawns,
shrimp?
yeah,
Did
they're
you
a
just
little
make that up,
smaller.
or-
I didn't know. A little smaller, a little more delicate. These are the spot prawns. They're the cream of the crop for our local prawns here.
And just looking
on the
around, I
island.
mean, obviously everything's fresh. We have Dungeness crab right here, another one of my particular favorites. and fish, every
Fish,
kind of
we've got-
fish you could probably imagine here.
Through here, we've got sockeye salmon, we've got some spring salmon, we have steelhead and char, we have lingcod, we have.
You know what else you have? You have a great lineup of customers trying to do business with you. So I'm just going to move along. Thank you very much.
Yes, thanks so much. We'll see you
Because
later.
there's more food to be checked out. I will be staying and eating for a while afterwards. But you know the neat thing, and I was talking about it before, we're here on a Wednesday shooting, and Wednesday is Farmers Market Day here at the Victoria Public Market, where the 11 businesses that are normally in here all the time, that number kind of doubles or triples because there's so many different stands that open up. Inside, the stands right through the center of the market area, but outside, there's even more. Let's go outside and take a peek. We're outside in the carriageway now, and pretty nice day too happening. Megan, you're the honey lady here.
I'm one of the honey people. My partner Matt is on the inside.
What a great name to have, the honey lady.
I know, it's pretty nice, isn't it?
Now, do you make this honey here? How does that work?
We sure do. Most of our hives are in around Helmicke Vic General Hospital sort of area.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. We've got a couple of them up by you, Vic, as well. We've got two different flavors: our wildflower, which is whatever the bees have decided to bring in, and our orange zest, which we add a little bit of organic orange to.
Sounds like you need to put in orders with the bees for different varieties. Thank you very much for this,
Not a
Megan.
problem.
This is what I'm talking about here. The fact that you can get all these locally produced products and what have you, all in one spot, kind of like the old days. Now, if you're as old as me, you might remember the original public market in Victoria, but I don't know too many people around town who are, in fact, as old as me. Look at Sun Trio Farms here. You have everything. Well, you have pretty much everything, do you?
Almost everything. Some things like strawberries are just coming out right now, so we don't have enough for everybody.
Strawberries?
Yeah, we've got strawberries from the greenhouse. All organic.
And where's all this grown?
All of it's grown on our farm out in East Saanich. We've got greenhouses and fields and all that. It's all local. It's all organic. Yeah, it's done by my uncle and my dad, actually. They started up the farm together, so it's a family business.
This all sounds like a very rewarding thing to do, is
Sure.
it?
Yeah, you get a lot of feedback from the customers, very grateful about, the service that we're providing, but we love it and we love what we do. And
Thank you very much for
enjoy
this.
it. Yeah.
Good going. I'm getting more excited the further I go. There's live music out here, and that happens too on the Wednesdays. All the businesses inside, all the businesses outside here. Now, the thing about the market, it's open 6 days a week. It's not open on Monday, but it's open Tuesday to Saturday from 9:30 in the morning till 6:30 at night. So time to come down and pick up something for dinner. And it's open till 5 o'clock on Sunday as well. It's the Victoria Public Market. It's right here in the Hudson Building. You can't hardly miss it. Hey, welcome back to NexGen Hearing in West Shore with Celine. And Celine, this is sort of the business area of what goes on here, isn't it? This is where people get tested?
It is, yeah. We have the sound booth here, and we have the audiometer where we do the testing.
This is the audiometer, this is the audiologist?
This is the audiologist or hearing instrument practitioner, Sue Reginald.
Oh, there we go. Hi, Sue. Hi. We can only see the back of your head, but hi nonetheless. Now, how exactly does this work, Celine?
So basically what we do is we go through some medical questions with our clients just to find out a little bit of background on if they had any surgeries on their ears, any type of pathology of the ear that's had problems and surgeries or infections. Then after that, we kind of collect information on how they do with lifestyle needs, what's their concerns with their hearing. And once we have that collected, we actually bring them into the sound booth and we start a basic hearing test.
We have someone in there. Actually, that's Mike. We're sort of doing a demonstration here because nobody really wants to be seen being tested and all on camera. But what, a number of tones are played in there or something?
Yes, they're pure tones. So we test from 250 hertz to 8,000 hertz. That's usually within the speech range. The alphabet is within that range, or we call it the speech banana.
So you can determine where the area of hearing loss might be?
Exactly, yeah. So we have them, we start out at a comfortable level of loudness, and then we start to decrease the sound. So
I'm
really
kind of curious. Can I stick my head in there?
Yes, you can.
Since I have a microphone on, I might be able to hear. Okay, I can hear the tone, so that must mean I'm okay. Oh, now it's gone. Okay, well, that's exciting. Hey, Mike, sorry, we can't stay in there forever, but I think he's getting claustrophobic. So at that point, you determine, again, what the range of hearing loss is, and then you can recommend the proper hearing device for somebody.
Yes, yeah, we actually collect pure tones, so we do some speech testing, and we do a bone conduction test. So we collect all different types of testing protocol to collect the information as to what hearing loss they have.
Dollars and cents wise, I guess there's quite a price range between where you can start and where you go to, and depending on what you want, I suppose.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So they start from $695, and they can go all the way up to over $3,000 each.
Can you get a trial? I mean, try it out for a while and see how it works?
Yes, you can. We have a 21-day free trial period, so it allows the person during our 90-day full refundable trial, but the first 21 days are free, no money down. So it allows a person to actually go into the different situations in their life on a daily basis that they're having problems with, and just notice the benefits of what hearing aids can do to help them.
So many other questions. I know there's, what, like 12 locations on the island, is
there? There is, yes.
And I imagine you have a website where people can find out more information and where the closest location is.
We do, yeah. Yeah.
You people are also user-friendly. Well, you know, we've only sort of hit the tip of the iceberg here because I've been looking around at different services and things you offer, so maybe we can come back on a subsequent day and check out some more stuff.
Absolutely. Sounds great.
NexGen Hearing, they're everywhere, and maybe I could be tested too.
I would love you to come in and be tested. I think that's a great idea.
Thanks, Celine.
You're welcome.